As a Nigerian living in South Africa, I have several embarrassing moments. Like I said, yes, I take drugs. Just looked at me and paused for a bit and continued. I was talking about drugs. What about this drug? I said, I forgot something in your car. I said, what is that? I said, drugs. This man was already out. He was shouting. He was so angry. He was feeling, you want to put me in trouble? What's wrong with you? Are you trying to put me in trouble?
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Just Cheesy. So this Nigerian lady has come out to share her most embarrassing moments in South Africa. Guys, seriously, this is what most of us has been facing on daily basis, especially when it has to do with foreigners, right? Yes, when it has to do with someone who isn't a Nigerian. This is something to us it has become so common. It's no longer that new to us. Yes. Guys, please kindly sit back and listen to what she has to say.
Today is story time. As a Nigerian living in South Africa, I have several embarrassing moments. Like sometimes as little as greeting someone, how far? Guess people looking at me awkwardly, like, what is this girl saying? What is far? How far? What is she talking about? Or sometimes I'll just want to be a cool kid and tell someone on journey, and the person gets extra chatty and start talking in vernacular and even putting the tongue clicking part like. And I'll be like, hold on. I can't understand anything you're saying. I just know how to say Unjali and the reply. So please, trust me when I say I have several awkward and embarrassing moments. But today I will share with you guys the top 2 embarrassing awkward moments that takes the cake. So are you ready for the story time? Let's get into it. Start with the very first one. This one is more of an awkward moment than an embarrassing moment. It happened in 2019 during my early days here in South Africa. I was pregnant with my daughter and I went to, antenatal checkup with my GP, a Nigerian doctor. And when I went there, he was asking routine questions, your age, is this your first pregnancy, stuff like that. And then he asked me, do you take anything? Do you take any medications? I said, yes, I take drugs. Just looked at me and paused for a bit and continued what he was doing. I didn't really understand why he paused at that point, so I didn't really take notice of anything. So I was just normally saying the things I was saying. I was talking about drugs. What about this drug? Where can I get this drug? Should I take this drug? I was using the word drugs up and down. And even the secretary was kind of nearby when she came in and heard me talking about drugs as well. She was kind of like looking at me like. I didn't really get the drift. I didn't understand the thing why they were kind of staring at me awkwardly. So when I was leaving, the doctor called me one side and told me, Sissy, you are here in South Africa and drug means a whole different thing than what it means in our country, Nigeria. So please be very careful so you don't get yourself into trouble. We said it in our Nigerian PG. So Sissy, listen, no, they use drug anyhow because this place, drug is different from the thing you mean. So be careful, maybe they'll not catch you. So it then clocked on me like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Because I know that drug is a real thing here, it's a very serious issue here. So why am I really throwing the word around? But I had to commit it to my memory that I don't have to, go around talking about drugs because everyone is going to think that it is the other kind of drug I'm talking about and not even the medicine. So, I always try to remind myself it is medicine, not drug. Medicine, your meds, not drugs. This particular issue has put me in a lot of trouble, especially when I was pregnant because then I was actually looking like a hobo. So when I use the word drug, people look at me like, is this girl on drugs for real? Is she a drug addict? I remember also when I was pregnant, I was going back from my hospital and I used an Uber. I forgot my drugs, I forgot my meds in the car. So, pregnancy brain and all of that. So when I remembered, I died, the Uber guy, hello, this is the person you just dropped off some minutes ago. I said, hello, what's that? I said, I forgot something in your car. I said, what is that? I said, drugs. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Before I could correct myself to say my medicine, this man was already out. He was shouting. He was so angry. He was feeling, you want to put me in trouble? What's wrong with you? Are you trying to put me in trouble? Stuff like that. Oh, guy. I didn't know what to do again. Like I was so confused, and even before I could explain myself, he cut the call. And then like few hours later, he called and said, "Oh, I saw this chem nylon here. Is that what you were implying? Is that the drug we're talking about?" I said, "Yes, I wanted to say my meds. Sorry. So just help me and get it back." And he apologized and brought us. Yes. So honestly, this thing really cost me a lot, and this thing always gives me a lot of trouble. Like even till date, I still call it drugs sometimes. So yes, that is that for the first story.
So, guys, I would rather call it an experience because it happens to each and every one of us on daily basis, especially when you travel from Nigeria to any country, even though it's within Africa, right? Yes, like okay, let me say if you just travel to Ghana. Ghana has this different way of pronouncing words, right? Hmm. Ghanaians could barely understand what Nigerians are saying. Like typical Ghanaians, they could barely understand what Nigerians are saying. And same thing as Nigerians. I don't know if you're getting it. When a Ghanaian pronounces a word or when a Ghanaian speaks, typical Nigerian find it so difficult to understand or even to grab what he or she have said. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Like, okay, for instance, a Ghanaian wants to say purse. Like in Nigeria, we say purse. You see this small handbag. We say purse in Nigeria, but in Ghana, they say purse. So for someone who is coming from Nigeria, then you are telling the person purse, purse, purse. Like you are definitely throwing the person into a state of confusion of no return, like confusion of no return. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So that's actually what happened to this sister when she traveled to South Africa, right? Like in Nigeria, normal way of greeting is how far. Like when you see your friend, anyone that you see, but not an elderly person. In Nigeria, how far is just like hello. Yes, how far is hello. Okay, like when you call your friend on phone, or when someone calls you on phone and the person is your friend, the next thing you say is, "Hey, Mandelo, how far? Are you getting it? Mandelo, how far?" You call the person's name and greet the person by saying how far. So how far is just a normal way of greeting in Nigeria. Then in Nigeria, you can either say drugs or medicine. Okay, yes, we say drugs. In fact, in Nigeria, it's so common. Doctors use the word. When you go to hospital or you go to the pharmacy, the doctor will tell you, make sure you take your drugs. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Yes, the doctors, the pharmacists, they will encourage you to always take your drugs. So for us, it's nothing. You see, like the way she said, the when she called the driver and told the driver that she forgot her drugs in the car, in the taxi, right? So the driver was scared that she wanted to put her into trouble. Now, in Nigeria, when you call a driver and tell the driver that you forgot your drugs, the driver will even feel so sorry that a sick person forgot his or her drugs in his own car, and the driver will have to look for a way to return the drugs to you. I don't know if you're getting it. Like the driver won't be that scared that you want to put him into trouble because Nigeria is a place that even this drug whatever is not common, like it's not so common. So that's why when you say drugs in Nigeria, we know that you are talking about medicine. Like this white powder is not like, I don't know if any of you have lived in Nigeria for like 1 year. You is that is not that it's not that common. It's not something that you see where they are selling. You won't even know those that are doing it. You won't even see where they are selling it. You won't even know anything about it because it's not common. It's highly prohibited in the country. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So I think those that are doing it in South Africa, I don't know if it's because I don't really know how the country is. Probably the thing is common over there, or maybe the neighbors, like the neighboring countries, they bring it into South Africa. Like I don't really know anyway. I don't know. So I wouldn't want to say what I'm not so sure of or what I do not know, right? Because I haven't visited South Africa before. But all I know is that those doing it, I don't really know how they get themselves involved in that kind of business because I know such thing isn't in Nigeria, and you won't even see anyone doing it, selling it, or even taking it. So that's why it's not common. And when you come to Nigeria and mention drugs, trust me, nobody will suspect you. Nobody will, like, people will just ask you, like, what kind of drug do you want? Because they know that you're talking about medicine. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So that is it. Though her experience was funny anyway. Her experience was funny. This is something we get to see on daily basis. If you travel anywhere outside Nigeria, you understand that our pronunciation is quite different. I guess we all learned something from this video, right? For me, I did learn something. So in case I will be attending Heritage Day any year, when I get there, I will never mention drag. Like, I will never use this my mouth to mention drag. Else, I will end up in a big wahala, like big problem. So thank you so much, guys, for staying up to this moment. I still remain your girl, Just Cheesy, and to all my unique viewers, returning subscribers, thank you so much for always being here for your girl. Thank you for watching my videos. I still remain your girl, Just Cheesy. This is me saying, Ingia Kutanda. I love you.